It is quite sad that even after the local government was granted financial autonomy by the Court of Law last year, and the subsequent deadline for implementation of same has elapsed, some of the local government are still yet to get their finances directly from the presidential allocation. Today, there are allegations that the presidency and some state governors are still sabotaging the finances of local government areas. It is on this premise that Femi Falana is calling on the EFCC to act fast to ensure that the funds of local government areas are released directly to them, as recently declared by the court.
Yes, I think Kole is here. Very good. My comrade Kole Shetima, please, if you are going to assist people, if you want to fund organizations now, please, let's have a new system. Let them go to the people. Because we come here regularly, cross-fertilize ideas at the end of the day, where we are. But if you go to the people and you let them know that the money stolen, running to billions, because you can't get some of those funds in local languages, whether in Hausa, Yoruba, or whatever. You can't translate 100 billion naira. It's difficult. But if you just tell villagers, I was campaigning, I wanted to be governor somewhere, you know, and we're campaigning. And somebody asked me, what is 10 billion naira? It was 2003. In Yoruba, I didn't understand what he was saying. I said, okay, if we take 1,000 naira and we continue to gum it, you get to Lagos, you go to Kaduna, you come to Calabar and whatever, you are still counting 10 billion naira. Say, that's enough to turn this place to London. That is the way the ordinary people see it. So they think of corruption not in the way we look at it. They look at corruption in terms of development and in terms of poverty in which they have found themselves. Mr. Chairman of EFCC, a challenge to you. Please, it is not enough to tell us not to join those who are celebrating criminality. You know, you have charged somebody before the court, and outside the court, people are wearing Asue Ighodalo, dancing, partly out of ignorance, but there are some of them who are rented. They know what they are doing. They are rented to divert the attention of the public and to show that this man you are harassing is our hero. I'm challenging the EFCC, legally speaking. It is not right. That is obstruction of justice. And so you must take it up and arrest those who are demonstrating. Because that's not freedom of expression, but freedom to promote corruption. That's number one. Number two, sir, you must also, you can't achieve your objectives. Like you have said, it's a gargantuan task. And you cannot succeed without an alliance with the people, the victims of corruption. And I'm not talking of those of us sitting here alone. You must go out there, mobilize Nigerian workers, mobilize intellectuals, mobilize young people and others. Those are the victims. But if we just sit down, Larry, Oida, yes, good. 3 months time, we are gathered there, we are not moving. This battle has to go. And when you go to your respective destination, please call the people. Now the federal government has just won a case. No, not just one. They won a case last year to have local government chair collect their money directly. This is February, end of February. That judgment has not been complied with. Between the governors and the president, there are games going on. So today the central bank says, go and open an account. The account is open. They say, go and bring an auditor's report for 2 years. Somebody who has never seen money, he said you should go and bring auditor's report. Please, civil society organizations need to join the campaign to have that judgment implemented. And it's not just enough to implement the judgment. The EFCC does not have the personnel. The ICPC does not have the personnel, adequate personnel to cover 774 local governments. We are going to be the monitors in each of our local government, in each of our states. We must move out of our cities and go to the rural areas to ensure that the money collected from Abuja is tracked down and used for development. Otherwise, that judgment will be useless. I will say this, on our part as lawyers, we now have a group of progressive lawyers who are prepared to collaborate with anti-graft agencies in our country to ensure that our people, like the chair has said of EFCC, have access to the dividends of democracy. I can see an anti-corruption chair from Kano here. Every state, in line with the judgment of Supreme Court, AG Ondo and AG of the Federation, every state is required to have an anti-corruption agency. I think Oyo has one, but it's only the Kano one that is functioning. I think you will give me, my friend there, a round of applause. Lagos, I think Lagos has established one on paper by law. It's about 3 years ago. It's difficult for that body to take off. And I won't tell you why, but we are working to get it to take off. We used to talk of Lagos leading the entire country, but not when it comes to this business of fighting corruption. But I'm saying that when we go back, we must insist that our state government should have anti-corruption agencies. We must also insist that local governments should have anti-corruption agencies so that when they collect their money, we will be able to track the money. On the budget, all of us here, we only monitor the budget of the federal government. Nobody talks of the budget of state government. Even Lagos, that is alleged to be the 5th largest economy in Africa, we don't talk of their budget. So the budget of states are the internal affairs of governors, and some of their few friends. We must stop that. And I think since Ida is also principally based in Lagos, Ida should lead us to discuss and debate the budget of Lagos so that we can also serve as example to other people.
This call from Falana is concrete and in tandem with what is expected from them. I don't know why FCC will wait till they are reminded on their core duties and responsibility. In the same vein, the federal government has been letting in that the NYC fund has been released since after the increment of the minimum wage from 33,000 to 77,000. So the established date for NYC to start receiving 77,000 naira was February, which is last month, and just elapsed. Sadly, the core members recently came out and said they still receive the former salary, which is 33,000 naira, against the supposed 77,000 naira. Until date, the EFCC is yet to make any findings as to why the core members are yet to receive the new minimum wage. And according to what the federal government said, they said the funds have been released. So I don't know why the EFCC, I don't know if they are only after Yahoo boys. These are pressing matters that they should always follow up with. Must they be reminded